This is like coming from me. You know my beef with Nintendo. This is a very, very rare Nintendo W. When the entire industry is talking about like development costs are getting too big and we can't do this and we can't do that, everything is bad, like gamers expect this and whatnot, Nintendo's like, nah, we're gonna explore making games with shorter development cycles to counter rising costs. W. Finally, how about we just make smaller games, but more of them? Thought about that. And they're also investing in their development teams to preserve the way making traditional games. I assume this has something to do with AI. But yeah, this right here, what do you mean you aren't firing 9,000 people? This is right here from the Actman, very, very based response. Because like, do I have a thing open? I don't think oh yeah, this right here. So there have been a bunch of reports that the whole massive Microsoft layoff situation was for AI. Because like, they're probably looking at their profitability, and as you know, AI right now is completely speculative. Right? In theory, the returns on investment for AI are practically infinite right now because no one knows where it's gonna go. So firing a bunch of people who make video games is a very easy call for Microsoft. The only unfortunate thing is that they bought up all these studios, and now most of those studios are gutted. Which is, you know. But I have been talking about this for years. Rockstar be like, exactly. Like Rockstar... It's very cool that you're making GTA 6, and GTA 6 is going to be like the biggest game of all time, right? But can we just like make smaller games as well? Like, what if you made, for example, I talked about this before, copy the GTA 6 map and just make a new story in the GTA 6 map? Far Cry did this. Like Far Cry Primal uses the same map as Far Cry 4, like the layout of it. Why not just do that? Like, we want asset flips. You're making these incredible assets for video games and using them once. Look at Night Rain. Night Rain is the greatest asset flip that has ever been flipped. I love Night Rain. Night Rain, unironically, one of my favorite games of 2025. Straight up. Easily up there with my favorite games of this year. And that's an asset flip. And I love it. Think about the game. Think about the game. If you're making these really cool things, think about how they slot together. Rockstar be like Walter White, it's all about that 99.995% purity, the perfect product. Yeah, but I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't. The biggest thing is that I feel like a lot of companies nowadays, they're just afraid of reusing assets because they're going to be called lazy. Yeah, exactly. Right here. Exactly. People were told in the Xbox One and 360 era that people didn't want lazy asset flips. You don't remember the Arkham Origins controversy? The thing is, like, if you do an asset flip smart, and if you... Because there are, like, two different topics here. It could just be a very lazy asset flip. But it could also be Night Rain. Because if you actually think about the mechanics of the game and what it does for the consumer, instead of just thinking, how can we cut costs? Because, like, asset flipping is cutting costs, right? It's like a cost-cutting measure. If you think about it from a creative perspective and not a how can we cut costs perspective, there's a chance of making something beautiful using the same assets. So that's what I really hope for. So, you know, I am like the world's most dedicated Nintendo hater. Like, for all I know, they're going to copyright strike me for having a Mario picture on screen. Very possible. And they could also sue me for like defamation that it's not like the right color or something. I don't know. But, point is, for the love of God, just make small games.